Yo, you got your man Simp, Heritage HipHop. You got your boy Convo, the Throwback man with Heritage HipHop.
Bringing y'all the real. Peace. Yo, what's going on, everybody? This Karev. I'm here with two of my peoples. You know what I'm saying? I'm here with Simp, and I'm here with the man himself, Throwback man. Yo, we about to tell y'all something about why we love hip hop right here. You know what I'm saying? So, fellas, being that Heritage Hip Hop is about the total hip hop culture, not just music, I want to talk about a couple topics with y'all. But let's start with the music. So let's start with my man Simp. Tell us, like, what is your experience with hip hop in your lifetime?
Well, with me, I'm like this. It was like a place of refuge. As a kid, you know what I mean? Things going on around you in the household. Hip hop had a lot of different. You had your party songs. Back when I was a kid, we had Africa Bambaataa, X-Clan, so you had your conscientious songs. So from hip hop, I was partying, dancing, kid and play, you know, them days, you know what I'm saying, ain't gonna hurt nobody. Then on the flip side, it's a key in ignition, sissy. So you got to learn, like, you know what I mean, real talk, like, hip hop used to do everything back in them days. So it was like, I would say like, I forgot who said it, but they used to say Kane was like their uncle.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Kane was like an uncle to me, that was a cool uncle.
Mm-hmm.
African Bambaataa was breaking down the real. X-Clan telling you, listen, we was black, we was kings and queens and this, that, and the third. So it's like, all right, cool, like I'm going, then I gotta go look it up. You know what I mean? It made you go look into the history yourself. So to me, hip hop has always been there. When I got to high school, you got that extra testosterone, that aggression going on. You got Onyx and MOB. You go all the way, you go hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's what hip hop did for me. I mean, nowadays it's like, I still got the. I mean, it's crazy to me. Like my man Dirty Man, he passed a couple of years ago, but he used to say hip hop is young. Cause like when it comes down to it, nobody can tell you when I'm retired from hip hop. So you see these young cats talking about all y'all old heads holding on this, holding on to that. But I got a question for the young cats. How many of y'all gonna be rapping in 20, 30 years? Where we got Kane still performing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's selling out shows. So I'm leaving it at that.
All right, what about you, my man?
Hip hop did the same thing for me. From what he said, from Africa Bambaataa, X-Clan, Kid Play, to that hardcore, rugged and raw South, from Onyx, MOP. And like I said, I first got into hip hop when I was only a little kid. The first videos I've seen was Cream by the Wu-Tang.
Okay.
We still had the box.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Joints like Cream, from Wu-Tang Clan, to Time for Some Action by Redman.
Mm-hmm.
To even, how about some hardcore by MOP?
That's right.
I mean, I've heard it, I still listen to it, and I miss it.
All right.
We add on to that too. I forgot to say something too. Hip hop took us in people's hoods.
That's right.
If you really look at it, like, we ain't know what was going on the East Coast was going on in Compton and vice versa. So we got to go and take a look in their backyard. Scarface and Ghetto Boys took us down to Texas. You had the dudes, 3-6 Mafia from Memphis, Tennessee, like Florida. What was that?
Poison Clan.
We went all over the world with hip hop by sitting, by listening to it. But was it tape deck first?
Yeah.
So it was CD. Like,
Yeah. All right, so here's another question I want to ask you. Mr. Simp, let me ask you a question. If you could give me a hip-hop album, everybody says top 5 and all that. I don't want to do a top 5 because there's no such thing.
True. The thing is, the top 5 has to be different than everybody else.
Exactly.
If y'all all got the same top 5, pardon my language, you're full of shit.
That's right, and something's wrong. Or you just from the same hood. That's it.
No, the thing is, you came out y'all got the same mama, same daddy,
Yeah.
the same experiences.
Yeah.
Because how I feel about a song, we both might like it, but I might like it. It might be a line, and I'm like, that's what I'm rocking.
Yeah.
That's how it's supposed
So
to be.
at the end of this interview, we're gonna play the top 5 game. We're gonna have some fun with that. Because I think the reason why the top 5 thing is so prevalent is because it's great marketing. Who's your top 5 or top 5 dead or alive? Like it ratchets. I say, well, who's your top 7? Is 7 the God number? Why don't we take it to a higher level then? And some people are like, that's too much. And I'm like, whatever, yo. We really gonna do this. Let's put some style on it. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, it doesn't even matter. So we gonna do this. So, Simp, what's the #1 hip hop album that influenced you in your development in hip hop?
Shit, number one.
The one hip hop album that no matter what, you can listen to it at any time and that's you, no matter what.
I can't pick out of these two. I gotta see two.
Okay.
I'm gonna say What the Album,
Okay.
Redman, and Illmatic by Nas.
Okay.
And I take both of those because when I used to write, Redman has so much creativity on that album. Like things on that album you never heard before and ain't gonna hear after.
Rated R.
You know what I'm saying? Like and he killed every time for some action. He plays all over the place. Like you might watch a movie right now and you might hear time for some action in the background.
Yeah.
I mean Juice. They had to use that song at a pivotal scene. Then you got Illmatic. I'm gonna say it like this, because him and AZ on Life's a Bitch. That song right there. That's the whole. It's like everything else. You got Whose World Is This? The World Is Yours, and all that stuff. But them two albums, you put them together, you got me. You're gonna see a wild, crazy dude with a lot of intellect, but at the same time get down and dirty, but still got wisdom.
Okay.
I'm like that's how I tried to write. Like people look like, okay, you used to write. How you write and listen to Nas and Redman? They totally like polar opposites, but that's music.
That's right.
You gotta get inspiration from somewhere different than the others.
That's right. All right, my man. So, Throwback. What about you?
I agree with everything he said, but for me, if I had to choose two, I would say Into the Wu-Tang 36 Chambers, and of course my guys, Bone Thugs and Harmony's Creeping on the Come Up. That's the fuck. Let me tell you why. 36 Chambers, he have in the production, you have different elements from classic martial arts flicks. Whenever you watch an interview with the RZA, he'll tell you about all the martial arts flicks he grew up watching. Like I was watching an interview RZA did with Snoop Dogg, and he broke down every aspect of the martial art flick, and every aspect of the martial art flick he grew up watching, from like Mystery of Chess Boxing to Shaolin versus Wu-Tang. And I grew up on Kung Fu flicks too.
Saturday morning.
Channel 5. Yep.
With with Bone Thugs and Harmony's Creeping on the Come Up. It's like you have half of it deals with that West Coast G-Funk, even though they're from the Midwest, even though they're from Cleveland. And you have
The Lane.
a little bit of horrorcore in it.
Yeah, that was big in the 90s.
When Easy discovered them, I was like, that's my favorite group right there.
Okay.
I mean, of course, I grew up big ass afros like them. I wore braids like them, the dicky suits like them, spitting their rhymes during class.
Yeah.
I'm gonna add on to that. Like that Bone Thug album, that was tough because things I gotta add on to it. I was watching Straight Outta Compton. Watching Straight Outta Compton with my girl. And she was like, oh yeah, when we talked about the part with Easy, they mentioned it. They ain't show it about Bone Thugs. Oh, did you like the First of the Month song? I said nah. And I'm like this. I told I'm one of them dudes that the first album, the raw, the hunger in it always gets me. And if you stay in that lane, I rocks with you. Like I ain't got nothing against Bone Thugs. My favorite Bone Thug song was For the Love of Money. That song right there, I said I wanted to go rob somebody my damn self.
Okay.
He was going to back at the time. I'm over there. I had my uniform. I'm about to run down on somebody with my tie. Right.
See, that's the important thing about hip hop is that you guys up here gave 4 different albums, and not only did the nostalgia hit you, but it placed you where you are. And I think that today, hip hop doesn't have that because everything is the same. And it goes from my idea that there's not a lot of DJs anymore. So there's not a lot of people who are piecing beats together. You have people that are just putting sounds together. So when you talked about Wu-Tang, you talked about a sound. When you talked about Redman, you're still talking about sounds. What sound do you think is missing in hip hop today?
I'm not gonna say sound is missing. I think the problem is, I mean, let's just hit the nail right on the head. Money. There's too much money in the game right now for people to actually focus creativity. I mean creatively, whatever. But like, you like this. When Timbaland first came out, he was under Devontae. Primo had his signature sound. Timbaland came with that crazy sound everybody started trying to mimic because money, it was selling records.
Right.
So I'm like this, with the sound with hip hop right now, the producers are still doing dope. I'm gonna give like this. There's a lot of good producers still out in the game. You got Justice League, Timberland every so often when he come out.
DJ Mustard.
DJ Mustard do his thing.
Yeah.
What's that dude?
PF Cutting. You got
The Runners.
Yeah.
I mean, like you can name off but it's the
Bangladesh.
artist that has the problem.
Right.
You got all these artists. If I make a song talking about bubblegum and Heineken, and it go platinum, somebody else is gonna do chewing gum and Corona.
That's true.
Just because I sold that many records, my creativity, and everything is compromised. There's no creativity to me with the artists. Like y'all saw that cipher with the new artists.
Oh, the Double XL cipher.
And all of them had beads on their head.
That was a great cipher.
They looked like a bunch of special ed kids.
That was a great cipher.
And it's like, where is your creativity? Why y'all all trying to be the same person?
That was a great cipher, though. What do you think?
Well, judging from that Double XL cipher, from what I saw and from what I heard, I wasn't impressed.
Okay.
I mean, it's like, where did these dudes come from?
Okay.
Like, where's the lyricism?
That Lil Dicky.
Little Dicky got it.
Yeah.
The grown Jewish dude. That's what get me. He looks at it like you're supposed to. I'm going to outdo everybody right here.
Right.
I'm not trying to blend in.
Right.
I'm not trying to be like I got the most money. I'm trying to go in this cipher and I'm tearing this shit up. I mean, back in the day, that's how hip hop was. Like all the way up until recently.
Competition,
I'm about to
yes.
say, you like this. Okay, we in a cipher together. All right, I gotta make sure my verse better than this. And if he come up with a better verse, I'm gonna make sure, like, you know what? Next time out the gate, I'm going.
The reason why I said that was a great cipher, I don't mean their performance. It was a great cipher because it showed you what hip hop is lacking. Not only did it show you what it was lacking, it showed you why a lot of people are very pissed off at hip hop today. Because lyricism does not seem to be in the game. What it seems to be is a feeling. And the feeling, the soul is missing.
Well, let's cut you off right there. Lyricism still exists. And the soul ain't missing. It's supposed to be promoted. Because I had a conversation, I don't know if I was talking with you or somebody else, and I was like, it's funny how they promote all these raggedy, tacky, like kids that have no real talent, no real skill, and give them all this money, right?
Yep.
But they ain't selling no records. Yet, J. Cole goes platinum, and Kendrick Lamar goes platinum. And he was on the Grammys. So, if you're selling 1 million records, you're still relevant. I mean, it ain't saying that you're not in the game. It's just nobody's pushing it. They pushing all this nonsense. I call it shoot 'em up, get drunk, get high music.
Okay.
And make a chicken to a thigh. That's what it is.
Take a chicken to a thigh. Okay.
If you listen to every song right now, I can't. You turn on the radio right now, you hear one of these little bastards run right now. That's the song right there.
Okay. What you guys say?
I agree with everything he said.
Okay.
I mean, nowadays, with music now, the only time I listen to it is when I'm in bed, because that's all they're going to do is put me to sleep. It's like I'm a shot with a tranquilizer gun. As soon as I turn on the radio, I'm like, oh my Lord.
Yeah.
Who is this person? Where did he or she come from?
Where did they find you?
Okay. So then let me ask you some questions now, based on that. Because like I said, I want to talk about the top 5, but let's go into some categories. So let's start with my man, Throwback. Let me ask you a question. Name about 5 artists right now, or whatever, that you like that's not considered known on a high level. They could be out for years, it don't matter. They may not have gotten their due yet. But who do you listen to that's like, you know?
So like underrated?
Underrated, understated, no, didn't get the chance, whatever.
Well,
underappreciated.
Number 1, AZ.
Okay.
Number 2, I would have to say, I'll probably have to go with, some people might disagree with this, but Big L. God bless his memory. Guru of Gangstar. God bless his memory. I'll have to say, number 4, I'll probably have to say Beanie Siegel. And number 5, I would have to say,
Okay, so you brought out people who are out, not people who are newish.
Right.
So what about you?
I'm gonna take it to the newish people. Like, I'm gonna go with Big Crit. That boy can spit. He do his thing, and he can flip Southern and then Northern, if you want to say, give it that title. I like Fat Trail from DC. I like Wale. Wale is still underrated to me. Cause
Yeah, he is. Cause
they let the album About Nothing.
Classic.
That was a dope ass album. People were sleeping on it. I like Gilly the Kid too.
okay.
I'm gonna give Gilly his props. Gilly, when he come hard. Like, we said 5, so that's 4 right there. Let's see. I'm gonna give Chicago, and they shoot him up, bang bang music. My man Lil Baby, Baby come, what's that? Crack Music 2. That was a dope album. He gave you, like, I'm one of those people like this. If you're gonna give me the madness, give me the reason. Let me know what's going on for it. And that was a dope album. So I'm gonna send those recent cats. So people need to go check them out.
Okay.
Matter of fact, in Currency, that's my dude. Currency come out, and he always in the lab. So you always got something to listen to.
Okay. That's respect. That's what's up. Yo, I don't want to put my opinion on here. I really want to focus on you guys. And y'all put some very good names out there. So here we go. That's what everybody waiting for. Let's start talking about these lists, top 5s and everything. I believe a person can have a top 5, but I think everybody's top 5 is relevant only to the area that they live in and to the people they've been exposed to. So we're going to talk about couple quick top 5s. Just give me your 5. We don't gotta go into it deep, but just give me your 5. I'm gonna pull out a category. You're gonna go back. We're gonna go rapid fire. Ready? All right. So Simp, we're gonna start with you. Top 5 hip hop groups.
Top hip hop groups?
Yes. Cause nobody's talking about the groups.
Alright, so go Tribe Called Quest, of course. De La Soul, Wu-Tang, NWA, and UGK.
Okay. Throwback.
I have to say NWA, Tribe Called Quest, Public Enemy, Ghetto Boys, and Locks.
Okay. Everybody talks about top 5 MCs, but nobody put females. Throwback. 5 females.
Queen Latifah, Lil' Kim. I love Salt and Pepper, Eve, and Remy.
All right.
I'm gonna go with the Queen Latifah, most definitely should make that move. Roxanne Shante, Foxy. Even though people can't stand her, the chick can spit when she wants to, and Nicki can spit when she wants to.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go with Eve also. Eve still.
If I could add one more, I would have to say some people would agree, some people would disagree. Rod Digger.
And I'm gonna add one too. MC Light, can't forget the Queen.
Okay.
One of the original.
Last question. And here we go. Top 5 most underrated, underappreciated, and non-talked about MCs to ever spit. Because we could go top 5 East Coast, top 5 West Coast, top 5 South, top 5 overseas. But there's MCs who are great who never get the recognition. I want to keep my opinion to myself. I just want to hear what you guys got to say. So, who wants to start?
You said not talked about?
Top 5 MCs who are...
selling records with that count?
It doesn't matter. This is your
I'm
list.
gonna say top 5, Pharoah Monch.
Okay.
There's nobody, Sean Price. Like you said, Big L earlier. What's my name? RBX on the West Coast. Back on Chronic album. And
Remember Me off the Eminem's album.
yes, that's it. And I think another person. You got me going. Come in there.
Okay, that's a good list. All right, how about you?
I would say AZ. I would say Pharoah Monch. God bless the memory of Sean Price. Again, God bless the memory of Big L. And I wouldn't say this person is underrated because everybody knows him. God bless the memory of Guru, Gangstar.
No, you had to say Guru's a little underappreciated though.
Yeah, because like I'm feeling everybody we mentioned, like I said, as I said, they might sell records, but universally they never get mentioned.
That's true.
That's the sad thing about it. Like, bring up Big L. Big L was the one that brought Jay-Z to the Stretch and Barbito show and killed him.
Yeah.
Big L was sick with it.
Yeah.
I mean, I still remember Devil's Son.
Ooh. What?
Yeah.
My favorite one was MVP.
I gotta interject on this one. I want to give a shout out to everybody watching this, and hopefully you enjoy it. This is something maybe if you like it, we could go time to time and do with the same tool or even some random tool. And if you want to jump in on the video, put it on a request. I'll come film you as well. But here's 5 people that I like that people don't talk about enough to me. Number 1 is Keith Murray. Keith Murray never gets the respect he deserves as an MC. Number 2 is Sticky Fingers.
Yes.
He dropped a classic album with Black Trash, and it seems nobody gives him his respect.
Jones?
I
got that.
Classic verse off Eminem's album.
That's right, Remember Me.
Oh, they killed that. Yeah.
Number 3,
They both went on.
an MC that nobody gives respect to, who's been out writing for years, is Sky Zoo. Sky Zoo is an MC who really needs to be put up on another level.
Savage.
You know what I'm saying? And you know what? I'm gonna flip it right now, and I'm gonna give it to an MC that if you wasn't a fan in the 2000s, you're really gonna miss it. But a punchline king is Fonte, a little brother. I want to give him some love because whether he's singing or he's writing rhymes, he's a perfectionist and he's an artist. And you give it to him. And the last person I'm gonna give it to is my man Elzon. When he remade Illmatic, Illmatic is great.
I just got put up on him. I'm a little late. Sorry, people.
But that's just my interjection. This isn't really not about me. This is about the Hip Hop Nation. So everybody, we want to say peace, and we see y'all again. All right? Anybody y'all want to shout out before we finish?
Shout out to Bricks, Big Stomp, Jimmy Dice, South Mob. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that know me, y'all know how I get down.
All right.
Yeah, shout out to my Orange High School family. Shout out to my Wayne Patterson family. Shout out to my Parkview Terrace family. Y'all know I love y'all. Shout out to my Elmwood family. Peace.
All right.
Pop Dukes, Immaculate, we in the building.
All right. And we Jersey all day. So shout out to New Jersey. All right, y'all. Heritage Hip Hop, and we out. Peace.